God as Playful, Creative, and Free by Marita Renee Rain. All things come from God and will be resolved back into His essence. Time is eternal, not just in quantity, but in moment-to-moment quality. The eternal or infinity expresses and finds itself in the relative, the quantifiable, the limited. God bungee jumps into beings and situations. It's exhilarating, daring, playful, yet courageous for infinity to create finite beings and then live in them as them. When we are in touch with that inner spark of ultimate aliveness, we dance and life is an adventure. Conversely, when we suffer, God is also suffering as us. The infinite and the finite are two sides of the same coin. The sharing I'm doing is from experience. I had a very horrible childhood. I had a sadistic father and a severely mentally ill, emotionally distant mother. I suffered greatly, but God has been the releaser of my prison. And the other side of the coin, which is infinity, which is freedom from the finite, freedom from suffering. Because God in our higher self is bliss and enlightenment, love, truth. And if we can calm our poor, damaged nervous systems down by faith in receiving God's experience, we can have some calm as well, just like when Jesus calmed the wind and the waves. When the boat was getting out of control and filling with water, God is able to do that within us as we look to God within us. So we must remember always that we are part of God and God is part of us, that God created us to experience Himself in us in multiple infinite ways within finiteness, to remember that we are God humbly, not egotistically, one with all that is in a deep and humble way. This is to remember that life has much meaning and is boundless. Boundless. Life is boundless. We are not imprisoned as we imagine. We are not imprisoned as we imagine. We have a fullness of God within us, and we go beyond our finite self in reality if we can just touch the hem of God's garment within, like that bleeding woman that did in the Gospels, and she became whole.